Billionaire businesswoman and philanthropist Folorunso Alakija, Forbes ranked her the richest woman in Nigeria and the second most powerful woman in Africa. Known for her success in the oil, gas, fashion and real estate sectors, Alakija talked with me about climate change and Africa's economy as well. Nigeria and Africa as a whole is in a situation whereby Africa has contributed the least amount to climate change, but it stands to experience some of the worst effects from it. How does Nigeria slowly but surely move away from oil and gas into other sectors that are much more beneficial to the environment?
We will make sure that we pay more attention to all the other sectors of our economy, manufacturing, agriculture especially, services, entertainment, technology. There'll be more demand on us now to look inwards and to ensure that we are using our land, our water, our climate, and our human resources to ensure that agriculture is ramped up again as it used to be the case before we found oil. There's the ICT sector as well that we need to pay attention on, and I believe that Nigerians are making waves in that sector. Our mining is an area that we need to pay more attention to. I think those areas have all suffered, all because we have relied solely on oil over the years.
But when you think about the fact that there has been major insecurity, crude oil theft, what are some of the structural changes that the government needs to implement to ramp up production? Because as you say, this country needs the money.
There are reforms at the moment that we've just done last year. There's the marginal field rounds that we did. Yes, I know that took 17 years before we did another one, but that's going to help our economy. There's the PIA, which was also last year, which took 13 years. Thank God that that's on board. And there's provision for gas now. So it's something that we need to invest in.
There has been this trend in terms of divestment away from oil and gas in Nigeria because it is too expensive, because of the insecurity, and a lot of oil and gas companies, Shell, for example, ExxonMobil, simply find it far too burdensome.
Well, in the first place, we now have more players, indigenous oil company players. The NNPC has been reformed, and it's now a limited liability company, no longer a corporation.
Last year, the economic growth rate in Nigeria was 3.4%. And while that sounds like a positive headline number, it doesn't really paint a full and accurate picture of what this economy is dealing with, including unemployment, high inflation, high interest rates. How do you think those three things are affecting SMEs in this country?
It's definitely affecting them negatively. The government has a big role to play. Get banks to reduce the level of requirements that's usually quite stringent for SMEs, and interest rates need to be lowered. The government also needs to improve on our infrastructure. Our infrastructure is an area that's causing problems for SMEs.
Just to go back to high oil prices, even though that sounds good, just because Nigeria is obviously a crude oil exporter, it sounds like they should be able to increase revenue. The fact is, because it imports refined fuel, it also means that the government will likely have to subsidize as well. What sort of impact do you think that will have on the economy as a whole?
The Dangote refinery is going to come on stream before the end of the year, and that should bring a whole change in the story of subsidy and refining and all of that. And we won't have to import as much as we used to anymore.
You are the richest woman in Nigeria. What are you doing in your position of power to support and lift up other female entrepreneurs?
13 years ago, I set up a foundation for widows and orphans. And you find that there are lots of entrepreneurs amongst the widows. We give them money for their businesses, and we send their children to school up to university level by way of scholarships. As far as young women are concerned who are coming up, I set up a foundation, which was like 5 years ago, to mentor them, to coach them, to train them. And now we've started to provide funding for their businesses. For now, it's 500 that are being trained for the year, and 100 of them will get that grant that they so much really, truly deserve.
Thanks again to Folorunso Alakija for that interview.